You're looking at a photo from the confirmation hearing of Alabama's first black federal judge, UW Clemon. Then President Jimmy Carter appointed him to that position. UW Clemon served in the Middle District of Alabama for nearly 30 years, and he joins us now with his reflections on Jimmy Carter as America mourns its 39th president. And Judge Clemon, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
You know, even in 1980, would you say that it had to take a lot of courage for President Carter to appoint a black federal judge in Alabama?
Well, yes, it took quite a bit of courage, given the fact that prior to the time that President Carter became president, very few blacks had been appointed to federal judgeships anywhere in the country, and none had been appointed here in the Deep South.
At that time, there were 5 vacancies on the bench in Alabama. UW Clemon says Carter appointed 2 blacks.
One of whom, incidentally, Judge Thompson, is still serving as a federal judge.
That's Judge Myron Thompson.
This is a letter from Jimmy Carter.
President Carter celebrated Judge Thompson during his 42nd year on the bench in 2022 with a letter read to those in the courtroom to mark the occasion.
I commend you for your enduring commitment to fairness, civil rights, and protecting the rule of law.
Race, Judge Clemon, remains a significant issue in America. What part of Carter's legacy do you think showed his commitment to improving race relations in our country?
There's no question but that his record reflects his commitment not only to equal justice for blacks, but also for women and Latinos. Only 8 women had ever been appointed to the federal bench in the nearly 200 years prior to President Carter. By the time that he left office, 40 women had been appointed to the federal bench. 37 blacks had been appointed to the federal bench, and 14 Latinos had been appointed. That's a remarkable record, unsurpassed by any other president other than President Biden.
What do you think it is that future generations can learn from the type of service that Jimmy Carter committed his life to beyond politics?
Well, I think future generations will learn that it serves us all in the nation well to look beyond ourselves and address problems that affect all people. And if this country is ever to be what it holds itself out to be, it must address the problems, the everyday problems of ordinary people, be they black, white, male, or female.
Just want to give you this chance to say whatever it is in particular that you would like to say as you reflect on Jimmy Carter's legacy. Jimmy
Carter was a man who lived his creed. He believed in equal justice, and his actions as president reflect that belief and that commitment. And I think this nation is much better off than it would have been without President Carter.
That's retired Judge UW Clemon, Alabama's first black federal judge appointed by the late President Jimmy Carter. Judge Clemon, thank you so much for your reflection.